What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Boxing, aka MKO Pugilism, where we talk all things box. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, all that good stuff. So let's get into this one. The other main event, which took place a little later than Jamie TKV Fraser Clark, was Ben Whittaker versus Benjamin Gavazi, a kind of unknown German, I believe he is. So with this one, yeah, I didn't really make a prediction for this, but I thought, well, unless something spectacular, something amazing happens, this is another Ben Whittaker win for Didn't know much about that Gavazi going in, and to be fair, he didn't seem to have much about him. I hadn't really fought any recognizable names, and yeah, predictably, it was another Ben Whittaker win. But to Ben Whittaker's credit, as much as there will be criticism of this because of how easily he done it, at least he done it in style. And at least he didn't take up round after round after round, you know, fighting this guy. It was all over and done within, what was it? I think 2 minutes of the first round, he just destroyed this guy. It was really, really easy. It looked like it might go a few rounds early in this first round. Whittaker shaped up nicely, and the commentary noticed it straight away. Whittaker was sort of punishing Gavazi for every little mistake he was making. You could tell there was a difference in class, a difference in speed, a difference in power and sharpness in this fight. And, Whittaker just catches him with a nice right hand, backs him up, puts him down, and then again, it was just simple, basic stuff from Ben Whittaker, just using a lead hand, sharp jab, and then Gavazi again tries to come to him after knockdown, and then again Ben Whittaker just times him nicely with nice overhand right, and that puts Gavazi out completely, and that was all she wrote. So yeah, it was a very, very nice and easy victory for Ben Whittaker. Gavazi was, obviously nowhere near his sort of level. And it was just ridiculously easy. It's one of those fights where it's not even really much to say. It was just as simple as Ben Whittaker done his thing, sort of, found his feet very quickly, found a target very quickly, was countering very easily on this Gavazi. There's clearly a massive gulf in levels, and then he just found the first sort of hard shot he landed hurt Gavazi, and then of course the last hard shot he landed eliminated Gavazi, ended Gavazi's night early. So yeah, good performance by Ben Whittaker. Excellent result, really. I mean, it was, in terms of him winning that, it was what we expect. And his critics will, they'll have a lot to say, like, who is this mug? Who is this Gavazi guy? I never heard of him. And to be fair, I'm in that camp. Who was he? I never heard of him, never seen him before. That doesn't always mean bad fighter, but in this case, it means very easy fight for Ben Whittaker. Now, going forward, I'd like to see Ben Whittaker pitched in there, probably against some of the domestic guys. I'd like to see him in there with, who knows, like Dan is maybe the winner of Dan Aziz, Craig Spider Richards. I'd like to see him in there with someone of that sort of caliber, where okay, they're British level guys slash European level guys, where in Craig Spider Richards' case, he's been in with Dimitri Bivol. He's given Bivol, he's not wasn't winning that fight, but he gave Bivol some troubles. He gave Bivol a bit of an argument, a bit of a contest in there. He made it difficult for Bivol. He done some rounds. He wasn't ever knocked down or knocked out against Bivol. So he's a tough fight. And same with a Dan Aziz. Dan Aziz, a good British level guy, and I think Ben Whittaker against someone like him would be a good look. Even a guy like a Lyndon Arthur, I think, would be a good test for Ben Whittaker, because he's not the type of guy that's just gonna lie down. You know, Lyndon Arthur's got a good jab, good fundamentals, good boxing skills. So I think he's another good one. You know, even it might sound weird, but even a guy like an Anthony Yard. I mean, I don't see that happening, but Yard again is another guy that's fought at the very top, and then he's had a funny career where he's been to the very top and fought the very best. But then when he's fought the very best, he's lost, and then he's come back and fought the very worst, and it's been a funny career. But I mean, someone like that also might be a good barometer, a good fight for someone like Ben Whittaker. I mean, you know, Joshua Buatsi, that's probably a far-fetched fight as well. I don't think we'll see that, but I think those are the type of names where you could, you know, they're domestic names, and I think for Ben Whittaker, it would help him if he was to sort of go through the gauntlet, go and fight the best domestic light heavyweights that we have over here, because it's not going to hurt you. It's gonna, you know, if you are the best, if you are this great fighter that, you know, you think you are, Eddie Hearn believes you are, and if you are this great talent, then I think he should probably run the gauntlet domestically, because I reckon that'll help him. I think that'll help him, and that'll sort of show us and show him what he's made of, sort of thing. So for me, that's my view on it. Let me know yours in the comments below. And until next time, it's MKO Boxing, over and out. Catch you next time.